Hey there, welcome into the third annual Hartman's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host today. My name is Jillian Carroll, anchor with KCTV5, and we are delighted to be joined with Clarke University head coach Ellie Kosick, also with Justin Hernandez. Guys, how are you doing today?
We're doing great.
Good.
Good. I hope you're staying warm. Let's just jump in, coach. How's preseason training going? Season is coming up pretty quickly.
Yeah, we had a great first week of 2 days coming off the new year. Thankfully, that's just some really great time without school. Like it's just volleyball. They get to focus, lots of reps, lots of touches, and we had an awesome first week. And coming into the competitive season starting next week, we're looking forward to getting back in our gym a little more consistently as our school has been closed 3 days out of the last 9. So we've had a little bit of disjointedness in our practice schedule due to snowstorms and very far below zero temperatures. So we are definitely looking forward to being at practice today and really getting a lot of reps in the next week and a half before competition starts.
Nothing like the Midwest weather, but at least the games and matches are inside, so that's good.
Absolutely.
Let's learn a little bit about Justin. Just talk to us about what he brings to the program.
Um, Justin is a phenomenal leader for us in so many ways. He's stepping into his second year of captainship as a junior, and we have admired his leadership from youthful on. I mean, being a sophomore captain last year, he was a little bit more quiet, and this year he's definitely stepping into using his voice a lot more, which we really appreciate. But also his physical presence is awesome. He's a hard worker in and out of the gym, the weight room. He's helping hold a lot of our younger guys accountable in the classroom as well. So we're really grateful for him in a lot of ways.
Yeah, sounds like it brings a lot. Justin, headed it over to you now from Clinton, Utah.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about your volleyball journey, how it brought you to Clarke.
So volleyball wasn't a big thing in Utah when I was in high school. I actually played baseball growing up until my sophomore year of high school, where I started to play co-ed volleyball with my dad because he's played all of his life and I've joined him. Um, so we only had club season for high school as it wasn't a sanctioned sport, even though it is now. So I was really able to, learn the game through co-ed until I played my couple years of club season, and then I matched with coach on a recruiting website and got the opportunity to come.
Oh, that's so cool. Would you say that volleyball is growing now in Utah?
Oh, it's such a huge thing in Utah now. It's amazing to see how much it's grown just in the past couple years from when I've graduated to now, like where it's now a sanctioned sport in Utah. So
Love to see that. How cool is that? Coach, coming back your direction, you were awarded the Musco Team Sportsmanship Award last year. That's got to mean so much to you. Represents, what your squad does on the court, off the court. Just talk to us about that honor.
Absolutely. It's actually my background. So when my computer first opens, it's always fun to just see the team and the press release picture that was put out with it when it was announced. But yeah, we just really pride ourselves in the way that we treat each other, which also then extends to how we treat others. It's just a goal. I think our coaching staff really wants these guys to not just become better volleyball players while they're here, but become improved and the best versions of themselves before they leave Clarke. So I think getting an award like that really helped solidify that we're doing a lot of good things here for us. Yeah, and we want to progress that going forward.
Yeah, very cool. And congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, coach, you got a trio of matches in Georgia. Just talk to us about what that trip and what these matches, different competition, what will that bring for the squad?
Absolutely. These are two teams that we haven't ever seen during my stint as the coach thus far. And so really the Life University coach reached out to us early in the summer and was just like, "Hey, you want the opportunity? Like we'd love to get you on our schedule." And so we kind of, looked at our budgets and said, "Is this something that we're able to make possible?" And we got the go ahead. So things started to roll out from there. We are definitely looking forward to seeing some different teams than what we see. With our location, we have the ability to touch a lot of different conferences and locations. So going that distance is going to be new for us. It's actually going to be my first trip on an airplane with a volleyball team. So as both, I never did that as a player nor a coach yet. So I'm needless to say, I have a little anxiety about keeping track of things and humans, but I think that part is gonna end up just being the cherry on top of just some great time spent together. So we're looking forward to that trip. We're looking forward to those matches. And the cool thing is we've got a lot of guys that are really excited about that opportunity too. So it's fun to share it together.
Yeah, very cool. Justin, I'm sure you're excited about the weather for this trip. But what else, Justin, are you looking forward to as far as like this trip, kind of building some camaraderie as a leader? That's got to be top of mind for you, I assume.
Uh, um, like we had a really great preseason, very good talent that has come onto this team. And I'm just excited to, build that with, seeing different opponents than I have in the last 2 years on the court. And making new friendships with people that we play against, because, that's what it's about. So, but as far as on our side of the court, I'm just really excited to see how we come together as a team and the great matches that we're going to play this year.
Very cool. Okay, Coach, back to you. Turning the tables. You've led this team for 5 years now, which congratulations on that as well.
Thank you.
Your alma mater. I know this program means so much to you. I've learned that about you over the years, but talk to us a little bit about some of the goals specific for this year.
Yeah, this program does mean a lot to me being an alum, and this fall it was really special to be able to even share being inducted into our Hall of Fame with our program. All of them attended, and to have them in the stands was just, I mean, it was one of the coolest moments. And so then to walk into a season with them and have some of them saying like they want to be like Coach, I think I want nothing more for them to be like that as well. I want them to strive to be the best athletically and as individuals as well, and academically. So getting to lead them into our fifth season together, we really were very specific during our goal meeting as a whole team together this year. And so we have some specific things that we really want to chase after and achieve. So we're trying to be our word of the year is disciplined. Disciplined in our actions, our decisions on and off the court, and our training, really coming in with intention, so that discipline we can always fall back on our discipline. And I think the start that we've had thus far with our training and their mindset, we're very hopeful that it's leading us in a positive direction.
Sounds great. Let's talk a little bit about some of the returners, along with Justin, of course, but some other returners that you're excited to have back on the court.
Yeah, I think a fan favorite, a team favorite is Steven Lewandowski, Slew. He was the #1 blocker at the end of the season last year in the entire NAIA. So, we pride ourselves on our blocking defensive play, and he's definitely a prominent leader in that category. His energy as well as his determination in his position definitely is something we always look forward to seeing, and we're grateful that he's back for this 5th year. We have some new setters. Well, one's a upperclassman junior, a freshman setter who also very quickly stepped into a leadership captain role as well. PJ Vaughn, he's excited to be in a position that provides him a lot of authority, as well as influence over his teammates. He's just a go-getter of a kid, and you know, Kainoa has been kind of right behind Eric Schmidt the last couple of years, and so having his hands with experience at this level, we're excited to have him on the court as well. We had some exciting transfers come in this year. Daniel Bedoya came to us from Weber, and he is just on fire. He has the energy of 10 men, so we love having him on the floor. He brings power and excitement to our court. As well as Anthony Ramirez. He came to us from Lourdes, and while his energy is a little bit more like subtle, he brings a lot of jokes and fun and smiles to our court. And then we always got to shout out our consistent guy, Ty Ojala. He's been a 4-year starter. He is one of the most consistent players I've ever coached, both physically and mentally, emotionally. And so he also stands as a captain for us in his 2nd year in that role. And we are just excited to see what all of these guys are going to produce for us. I guess I got to shout out one more guy. Our libero is new this year, Kendall Killens. He brings speed. He is so fast. You know, he's here and gone so fast. You just didn't even see him. You blinked, you know, so he is excited to be in that role. He is a really hard worker, has hard work ethic on and off the court. So really, we're excited for our top 6, and anybody else who's after them is really motivating them to keep working hard for their starting positions, and as well as people are competing for those spots on our floor, and that's a great environment to have in our gym.
Sounds like the roster is coming into form, which is great. Justin, talk to us a little bit about how you plan to lead this squad and some of the things you guys do together off the court.
For sure. You know, the biggest thing like that I have loved so much about coming here is, you know, how close we are as a team. You know, we preach that like we're like brothers, and that's really something that we always take pride in. With like when going into our preseason, into our on season. So, you know, going through this season, you know, we just make sure we communicate with everyone and hash out any of the bad things that, you know, are destined to come. But we just preach that, you know, you come into the gym, you work as hard as you can, and, you know, everyone's here to do the same thing, and we all want to get better, and we hope that this season goes well and everyone stays safe. So, you know, I plan on you know, just leading by example, and helping show my teammates, you know, the work that you put in is the performance that you're going to get on the court. So
yeah, awesome, love that. Coach, back your direction now. Just the Heart in general, at least one team from the Heart has advanced to the NAIA national semifinals in every year of the tournament. Can you talk a little bit about this conference and just the dominance that it has?
Yeah, I think the word you just said embodies our conference, dominant. I think in recruiting conversations, that's something that comes up all the time, you know, is what conference you play in, and you start to describe it and you say, well, the top 6 teams in the last how many years have been ranked in the top 25 or the top 15 even, and are constantly exchanging positions within that area. And so as a team that has historically been in that place before, we know that that's a place we'd like to be again. And so we know we know where we need to be, which comes with every match that we play in our conference. We know the expectation, the speed, the strength, the style. We really do know what to expect. But it's always been dominant and powerful. So I think that just comes across in the statistics that you see, the rankings that come out each week. And so it's a great place to play. I'm grateful that Clarke University is in the Heart of America Conference, especially on the men's volleyball end. It's I wouldn't want to play anywhere else, to be honest. I think it's a very dominant place to be able to compete. So you see the best of the best, and that's what an athlete should be striving for. So
Very cool. And Justin, what's your take on the conference? Just the level, constant competition, and how much do you enjoy playing in it?
Yeah, I love it a ton. You know, that competition is always, it's a big motivation. You know, whoever is on the other side of the court, you know they're gonna pound balls, they're gonna get balls up, and they're gonna be a hard opponent. And, you know, I think that's what makes it like so great, like not only playing on the court, but you know, watching our games back after is just seeing like, wow, that the level of volleyball that we just played is like it's top tier. And like I couldn't imagine playing in any other conference either. And I'm very happy to be a part of this conference as well.
Awesome. Well, Coach and Justin, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this season. It sounds like you guys are off on the right foot. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank
thanks,
you.
Jillian. We appreciate it.